Enjoy this Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Joyful Finding Show with your host, Melissa Parks.
Thank you for joining us today. Happy Wednesday. Thank you for coming back for another Joyful Findings. I hope you're finding joy in your day. The energy gets so intense whenever I start. I should probably wait on the line 10 minutes before I go so everything is like evened out or whatever. But the energy is very important today. I want you all to feel it. I want you all to tap into it. I want you all to feel like you are a part of it, because you are. They're sending out so much love vibration today. As I'm doing that, my arms are spreading out, so the energy is just flowing out of me. Also, as I say this, I also have goosebumps. So just know that this energy is flowing out to you. This is helping you go through adjustments and changes. I noticed that we're still going through some life review stuff. We're looking at our lives and seeing how we can make them different. So if you're noticing the patterns in your life, only you can change them, and it's time for you to change them, so you can be happier, so you can be more joyful. A lot of things are taking place so that they're bringing up these memories, or they're bringing up the trigger. Maybe the trigger is anger. Maybe it's sadness. Maybe it's depression. Maybe it's feeling alone. Maybe it's abandonment. Of course, I'm picking all negative triggers because the happy ones bring us joy. So what are these triggers for you, and how can you get them out of your life or not to trigger you anymore? Go back and rewrite it. Rewrite it if you want, and create it into what you need to, because this has brought you to where you are today and making you the person that you are going to be, because each time that we move forward, we peel off a little bit more of our masks, you know. That's one of the heavy topics I've had this week is the masks that we wear. We put them on when we go into a job. We might put them on for our parents. We might put them on walking into a restaurant. We might feel like we have to put on a mask just to walk out the front door. So it's about peeling off all these masks so that you can truly be your authentic self now, and that's the part that we're really trying to find. Who is our authentic self? Who are we really? So I hope you guys are tapping into that, and a lot of changes are coming because you're asking for them. So just know that you're manifesting these changes very quickly. Everything is happening very quickly, just like the energy that's flowing through me right now. It's just happening so quickly to go with the flow. You kind of have to surrender and give up the control of what you expected to happen, and know that everything's going to happen for your highest and best. Even if it doesn't feel like that, see, they just tongue-tied me. Even if it doesn't feel like that in that moment. So it's allowing yourself to really find out who you are, taking off those layers, taking off those robes, whatever it might be that you have flowing around you and through you, so that you can change into being the best human and best soul that you can be, creating this love and magic on this earth, because we're all creating it one at a time. So it's what you create for you is what is best for you. So have fun with that. Start creating, people. Whew, the energy is kicking. All right, I think I'm ready for my first call today, and that would be area code 914.
Hi,
and welcome to the show. Hi, your name?
My name is Christine.
Hi, Christine. Where are you calling from today?
I'm calling from Colorado.
All right, cool beans. How can I help you today?
I'm a first-time caller. I was just wondering if you could pick up anything in terms of my health. Basically my health or my love life.
Okay. Any specific questions on those, or you just want me to tap in and see what happens?
Well, when it comes to my health, I have something that I've been struggling with long term, but now I have something else coming up that has been for the past 3 to 4 months, and I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of it.
Okay. All right, Christine, can I get you to say your name one more time so I can get further in your energy, please?
Sure, my name is Christine.
Okay. All right, Christine. Energetically, I have to tell you that I'm not a medical intuitive, but I can tell you what I'm feeling from this. I feel like it's you needing to purge stuff that you have within your body, okay? It's like things are wanting out. So I feel like You might want to change your doctors because I feel like that would be helpful to just get another opinion about what you're going through because not everyone sees things or it's almost like something's hidden. So I almost recommend that you get a second opinion from a doctor on both circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you can have more options because there's much more things that will help you out there these days. And I can feel that this puts a lot of stress on you. And they're sending you tons of energy right now because they're making me sweat. So allow yourself to release whatever you might be holding on to, whether you identify it or not. Just so that it can just flow through you and out of you if that's what it needs to do, because it's like brings a lot of fear into you and then it shuts you down and moving forward. So I almost feel like this is an obstacle that you have to get over or you have to look at it differently to reevaluate your life, to get rid of some of the stresses that are hanging out. And I also feel they want me to tap into the love a little bit. For the love part, you have to project self-love for yourself first, and I feel like you've actually been starting to work on that. But I feel like you need to do more of it so you can pull together the right relationship that you're looking for in your life because it's like, there's a pattern. They just showed me a pattern. I wish I could show you guys some of the visions that I see in my head sometimes, but they just show me it's a pattern, and it's like you're breaking that pattern right now. It's like you're sitting right now, and they're saying there's lots of healing going on for you right now, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It's like you're starting to find yourself. Does this make sense to you that you're starting to find yourself, like you're starting to uncover who you are?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because they want you to be validated, and this is helping to uncover a lot of past things that are kind of like hidden. It's kind of like if I was looking through a storybook, which is kind of weird, there would be some parts that are blacked out. Which means I'm not allowed to read them. But it's like you can go back and rewrite those for yourself so that you can bring that together for yourself. And also with the rewriting, I say this to everybody. What is your dream partner look like? Get out a list. Start writing down they're loving, affectionate, they're sincere, they're loyal. Whatever those qualities are that you're looking for someone, you need to put them out there. And I also get that you're getting a new beginning, okay? So I feel like you have a new start coming too. Wow, they have a lot of information for you today, Christine.
Yeah, I definitely am in starting a new beginning. I just moved. I just got a new job. So I am definitely in a new beginning. I just want to heal and eventually find love once I heal.
Yeah, I feel like you're in the healing process now. I think that's why they want you to reach out to some other doctors just to get some other opinions, because some people call something when it's really something else because they don't know. Not that they're, not smart or whatever, but sometimes they just overlook things. So just have them, check you out again.
Okay.
And then start releasing things emotionally, because I feel like your emotions are kind of trapped up inside of you. Even though you're in this new beginning, it's about releasing all that. So even if you feel like you need to sit down and have a good cry, go for it. Have a good cry. Release it all. Get mad if you have to.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for calling in today, Christine.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a great day. Awesomeness. So there's lots of things taking place. See, lots of new beginnings. I've talked to people that have started new jobs or they're getting ready to start a new school. There's lots of new things that you could be doing. Even if you just, start doing something by yourself that's new. There's a lot of newness that could be taking place because we're creating new every day, right? And I also threw this out there to my class on Monday night. Break up your routine. That scared some people a little bit because they are so used to being in the routine. And every once in a while, breaking up your routine is really good because it changes the energy. It puts you somewhere else. And maybe it brings more joy to your life, even though it feels like it might be hectic at first. But really just allow yourself to break up your routines once in a while. It's a good thing. Break up those routines. They keep wanting me to say that. So I guess a lot of people are stuck in their routines. I feel like that'll be changing a lot, too, as we move forward because our priorities are starting to change. And now that they're bringing up priorities, they want you to look at that. What are your priorities in life? Are they for your highest and best? Just evaluate what you have going on and what you desire to bring into your life, because there's a lot of stuff that you're calling into your life, good and bad. So watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts. Make sure they're all good, because we don't want to bring any more, trouble into our lives, or more obstacles, I like to call them. Let's make our lives easier. Oh, and since they're making me cough, let's all stand in our truth and really start talking our truth to ourselves. When we look in the mirror, we love ourselves. We love everything about ourselves. Even if we don't yet, we can start talking to ourselves like we do. And start projecting that love outwards. Because once we truly love ourselves, we start to find those true loves that come into our lives. We start to appreciate people more. We appreciate ourselves more. So just know that that's all available to each and every one of you out there. Woohoo! And now I'll take my caller number 2, who is calling in from area code 231.
Hello, my name is Tia, and I'm just wondering if there's any messages from Spirit for me.
All right, Tia, let me check into that. Where are you calling me from today?
I'm in Michigan.
All right, awesome. I hope you're having a beautiful summer day out there. Let's see what they have for you today. Perfect. All right, can you just say your name one more time for me to tap into that energy?
Sure, it's Tia.
All right. Ooh, all right, so they just shot me with a boost of energy. So with that, you have a lot of things that are going to take place. And I don't feel like it's going to be and whatever it is going to be happening fast, okay? So there's decisions that you're making, because I feel like I've hit a fork in the road, and now you have decisions to make. They really want you to follow your heart and open yourself up to that, because I feel like there's new opportunities when you start tapping into that. And they show me new opportunities for relationships, for friends. There's all these new doors, and for whatever reason, I don't know if this makes a difference, but it shows me the fork to the right, so I don't know if you have a decision if it's left or right, but they're making me go to the right, and they're showing me that all these good things are going to start happening. They're snowballing. All these good things are starting to snowball, because it's you're showing me okay. So they're showing me that you are going to be moving on and starting to do more of what you want, but they said that you have a specific question. Do you have a specific question that you'd like me to answer today?
Well, I not really. I was just wondering if there was any, my dad has passed on, and I was wondering if he had any messages for me. Yeah, I'm in a real bad situation right now, and just wondering if he has any advice.
Okay, what was your dad's first name?
Russ, R-U-S-S.
All right, Russ. Huh. All right, so Russ is you're ready to take off, okay? So what your dad did, as soon as I wrote his name down, he wrote all these squiggly names underneath that. So that shows me that he has gone to this special place, right? And he follows you around, and he actually talks to you quite a bit about this stuff, but he wants you to start making your decisions based on what you need to do and stop thinking about everyone else, because everyone else is taking advantage. And he wants you just to focus on you. What is important to you today? What is happening for you today? What is it you desire to have today? And he also says thank you for being there for him for so long, and it was like you were holding his hand. He showed me you holding his hand, so it's like you guys had this very close friendship bond. And he's never far away from you, because he shows me energetically he still holds your hand. So just know that you're going to start making the right decisions for you. He's also showing me that one door needs to be slammed shut, and one needs to be opened. And he says you know exactly what those two doors are.
Yeah, it's between two different things it could be. I kind of wondered if
but he says deep down he wants you to make the decision for yourself, because this is important for you in moving forward, because he wants you to feel it completely in your heart. And he's also showing me two pieces of paper. So it's you write on those two pieces of paper and then flip them over, and then you're playing a card trick on yourself, move them around, and then energetically feel which one feels the strongest to you. That's going to be your answer. He says that you need to start trusting yourself.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably about right.
What he says, no, you definitely have to do this, because as soon as you start trusting yourself, he says you start to make better decisions and understand where you're going, because it's he's showing me now you're starting to connect the dots, things are starting to make more sense than they ever have before. but it's not something you wanted to look at per se, but you're being forced to look at it.
Yeah, that you're right on there. Absolutely.
Yeah. So he just says just like take off from the situation.
Yep. I'm pretty. Yeah, I know exactly what one he's talking about. So that's good
I
to
knew
hear.
you'd get it. That's awesome.
Thank you
Do you
so
have any
much.
last
I
questions
appreciate
for me today? All right. Perfect.
I don't.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks. Woo, awesome. Are you guys feeling that energy out there? Woo, do you guys have some decisions you have to make? Woo, they want me to do that again. That's funny. Because it's like, be excited about it. What do you want to do next? You know, don't get stuck in those same patterns, because I feel like that's one of the words of the week is patterns. What pattern do you keep seeing yourself stuck in? Whether it's a pattern that you have for yourself or for others, or a pattern you see in others, or a pattern you see anywhere. Sometimes it's a pattern you might see in the clouds. What are you looking at? What are you noticing? Taking all these in as signs and symbols of what's going on and how they can help you. It's so funny because I went outside this morning, and Florida has the most beautiful clouds, and there was like this little teddy bear in the clouds, and I was like, oh, isn't that sweet? You know, and that was right after the thrashing rain and thunderstorm that we had this morning. So just pay attention to everything that's going on around you and know that you're being supported in every decision that you make, even when you don't feel like it. Oh, the fun we are having today. Also, they want me to, I don't know why they want me to bring this up, but I always think about this because when I sit down to do my show and stuff, I never really know what I'm talking about. I may have, you know, bits of information, but they like to call it Wing It Wednesday, okay? Because I never have like, you know, I don't have a script, I don't read from, and it's just like, what is it that my heart wants to share with you? What does my higher self want to share with you? What do my guides want to share with you? What does God want to share with you? So I hope you're feeling these vibrations and you're stepping into your power and starting to talk your truth, because that's what's most important here. That's what's truly going to make our differences. Woohoo! So exciting. So I'm going to move on to caller number 3, who's calling in from area code 631.
Hello, Melissa. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing good. I definitely feel that energy for a while now, probably a couple of days. I don't know if it's got to do with the moon. You said it was strong energies with that.
Oh, yeah. The moon definitely kicked it in.
Yeah, that's for sure. So should I just do a general reading? I wanted to find out a little bit more about career. I'm trying to make a decision. Oh, I'm sorry,
okay.
Rose.
That's all right. Can I have
Rose.
your name? What's your name? Rose?
Rose, right.
Rose, got it. Okay, Rose. What's your question about your career?
Well, I have one now, but it's sales, so it's a bit challenging. You know, if you don't, you know, bring it in, you're not going to bring in a regular paycheck. Right. So I was thinking about...
Right, you get paid commission.
Right. And I was thinking of getting a part-time job also, so I'd have a, you know, steady income coming in. But I'm trying to figure out what field, because I have so much interest and I've had, you know, a lot of experience in different fields. So I'm just seeing if they have any hints or something like that.
Okay. Well, first thing you're going to do, Rose, when you're making a decision about finding even a part-time job, is that something you desire? Do you like the sales job that you have, or is it beneficial just to get the part-time job? Because they're showing me a full-time job where you're guaranteed X amount of dollars a week or whatever. Because I think you're getting tired of sales. Does this make sense to you? Because there's not consistency in it, and I don't feel like you're selling something that you're totally standing behind either. So I guess that can make a difference too. So it's like they're showing me that put out to the universe what it is. So you have many diverse opportunities or skills, right? So write all those down on a piece of paper, and, you know, when you're sending out your resume, you're writing down all these qualities that you have, so that you're telling these people, because I feel like you're going to get a good job. I feel like you're going to get a really good job. And I feel like it's in something that you truly desire and really are passionate about. because they show me you like, whew, it's so funny because they show me you like bust them through these double doors like I'm at work and I'm happy. You know what I mean? So they show me like, I know, isn't that funny? No one really shows up to work like that, but they're showing me that you're very happy about it. You know what I mean? Even on a Monday morning. Right. So it's something that you truly desire to do inside of you, and it creates that stability that you're really looking for, because that's what you're looking for, is the stability of the paycheck every week, but you're also looking to have that something that you enjoy, that you're happy to get up and do every day.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, though. What is
well, that's the thing. I don't know what your qualities are, and they're not giving me like, hey, you should go apply for XYZ. I wish they did that. That would be like giving us our roadmap. I would love that. Right. That would make life a lot easier, wouldn't it? If we could just say, what did I say I would do?
Right.
But they want you to feel it within, okay? Because that is our map. It's inside of us. That is our heart chakra. Our soul center is what I like to call it. Sometimes it looks like a diamond. Sometimes it looks like shiny. But that's going to help lead us in the right direction now, because if we have passion about it, if we have brings joy, that's going to open up those doors. And I feel like you haven't applied for the job that you're actually going to get yet, because you haven't figured out that you could actually get the job yet, because you're keeping yourself too small. So they're like, blow yourself up a little bit, know all the things that you can do, and step out of your comfort zone.
Oh, okay. All right. That's very good advice. Okay. All right. I'll try it. I'll let you know how it goes, too.
All right. And it's going to go pretty quickly. So once you make up your mind, things are going to happen really fast. So just enjoy the ride and let go of all the little fears you still have attached to stuff, because that's part of why you're not leaving your comfort zone. So just allow yourself to grow and have fun with it.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Melissa. I'll let you know how it goes.
Awesome.
I'll let you know what it is, too.
Okay, great. And I just looked at my clock. It was 12:22, so magic's happening, girlfriend. Go with it.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy your day.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, this is so much fun. I love talking to all of you people. I love connecting in energetically. I really feel like I found what I find passionate, which is helping all of you to find out how powerful you guys are, so you guys can go out and do it too, because they want me to remind everyone, you all have the same abilities I do. We all have these abilities to be able to tap in and help each other and make better decisions for ourselves. So just allow yourself to tap into them and start believing them. We have a hard time believing them when they first start happening, which is kind of funny, because I heard from a friend last night that I hadn't talked to since my son was just a baby, and she's also tapped into her clairvoyant abilities, and she's like, what is this? How did this happen? So I love that so many people are starting to wake up and starting to realize that you have these abilities and that you can start using them today. If you so desire, makes me so happy, and it empowers you to make better decisions for yourself, which we all need to do, because we're responsible for ourselves, right? I love to put this all back in your lap. What are you making? What kind of decisions are you making for yourself? Don't let others affect you. I mean, they might have some good advice, but deep down, what are you doing for you? And are you doing it out of love? What are you doing it out of? Look at some of the things you're doing. They also want me to say, look at things from a different perspective, too. It's so funny. They're making me rock right now. But they want you to start looking things. We're very linear, so we see things as they're happening in front of us. But if you kind of like meditate sometimes and kind of look at the situation above it, from the outside of it, how are you acting? Is that the true person that you want to be? So start standing in who you truly are. There's amazing things going to take place in this world, and you're part of it. We are part of it. We are all part of this. This is what makes it so much fun. All right, so moving on to my next caller. Woo-hoo. We're caller from area code 415. Hi,
Hello.
and welcome to Joyful Findings.
Hi, thank you. This is Anne calling from California.
Hi, Anne from California. How can I help you today?
I would like any messages from Spirit.
Okie dokie. Nothing in particular, just whatever they got for you?
Well, I'm looking for new opportunities in July and August. My work is quiet during that time, so I'm ready to use that opportunity to start new adventures.
Okay, awesome. Because as soon as I wrote your name down and I wrote California, they sent this, like, you're ready to take off. Everyone's ready to take off now. So it's like, follow your dreams. They're showing me, because at first it was like a balloon and you were just going to float away. So that means you're starting to really follow your intuition about what it is that you really want to do in your life. And this is perfect for starting something new, because you've been wanting new for a long time now. And so they're showing me, like, the sky's the limit. Like, there are no limits. You limit yourself. So stop limiting yourself, because you always throw one in there. It's like, it's funny because they show me you, like, trucking along, and then all of a sudden you throw a limit out in front of you, which is funny because it looks like a speed bump or whatever. So stop doing that to yourself, because it's like you set yourself up for it every time. So you have to break that pattern. It's funny that you laugh. You saw that, right? So, and it's funny because you toss it out there like it's nonchalantly. I was like, oh, there's another lesson I have to learn, but you don't have to. You keep learning the same lesson over and over again, so you don't have to do it anymore. And they just show me, like, opportunities. I feel like you're going to have 3 opportunities in July and August, and these are going to be coming from your heart. I also feel like you're supposed to be doing something artistic, so if you're not using your creative abilities, you should be doing that. I also feel like you're supposed to be writing a book, so I don't know what information you have to share, but they're showing me a book. And it's kind of like a novel. So you must have some information you have to share. So that could be part of your time. They also show me you have many decisions to make, because they're showing me, like, arrows going left and right, up and down. So you get to really choose which way feels really right to you, and honor that. You need to start honoring yourself more. And they also said you need to start honoring when you get the messages right and when you feel them to be right, because sometimes you second guess yourself because you're starting to tap into more of your abilities. And this could be what the book is about. They're kind of showing me it's like a transformation of who you are into who you are going to be. But they're showing me, like, you have many ways you can take this if you so desire, but follow the path of least resistance. Don't throw any more limits out in front of you because you don't have any. And just go. They're just like, it's so funny because they just put you in a little slingshot and they just shot you, like, way out to where you need to go. So don't hold yourself back. Let yourself fly. And if you need to leave out of California for a little bit, do that, because sometimes that's a reset too, so that you see things in a different view.
Great.
Yeah. How does that feel?
Yeah. Well, those are all the things. Yeah, I want to be in a creative area, so that for sure you tapped into that. And I've heard that before about the book, but so I have to.
They want me to bring this up about the book, because and this goes out to everybody. This is not just for Anne, because everyone almost. I tell this to probably 50% of my clients, right? And it's true. They do need to write a book, but it all happens in divine time. So even just like if you've been hearing it over and over again, when it's easy, that's when you're going to write the book. Okay. So you keep going, well, I hear that over and over again. Why aren't I doing it? Well, it hasn't been easy for you to do yet, life circumstances or whatever. So just think about it. Maybe you just sit down one day and you just start writing, because I feel like you're going to channel a lot of this book too. So I feel like you should take a class or look up automatic writing or something like that, because then it will just flow out of you very quickly, and, you know, your humanness isn't in control anymore.
Yeah, because it's hard to explain, but I feel like there's a block between my brain, between my thoughts and my hands. Like it's hard for me to get it out on the typewriter or handwriting. It's like there's too much inside for me to put linear, you know.
Okay, this is what they want you to do. At the top of the page, write hello. Seriously, because you're opening it up, because of course you're always going to ask for the highest and best, but they wrote hello at the top of the paper, and I feel like you're going to write this first before you get into typing, because you have to allow that energy to flow through your hands, right? So if you're trying to let it go through both hands at the same time, it kind of throws us off. So if you try it, do the automatic writing by hand first and allow that energy to flow through you, then it'll be much easier to get to the typewriter and start typing.
Great. Well, that's helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thanks for the show. I always enjoy it. So what you say to everybody, I listen to all the calls.
Oh, Oh, thank you, Anne. Thank you for being a listener and a follower. I love you. I love all of you. Thank you. That thing makes me feel so happy. You gave me goosebumps, so that just shows that we're all connecting in. So just feel that energy. Let's connect. This is how we all connect with each other. It's beautiful. So thanks again, Anne.
All right. Thank you. Have a great week.
Thank you, too. Wow. How fun is that? Energy is kicking today. We're having so much fun, so much fun, so much fun. You know, and things are changing so quickly for us, and that's a good thing. We have many opportunities that are coming to us. We're able to start stepping out of our comfort zones and starting to do things that we never would have done before or never even would have thought we would do before. So just start enjoying your life more. There's so much to take place. There's so much to do. There's just so much. And the energy is, I'm just have to say it again because they're going to make me say energy probably like 100 times during the show today. But really pay attention to those energies and really let them flow through you, releasing any blockages that you might have so that you can be your highest and best person that you need to be in this particular moment, you know, and know that everything is happening in divine order. Even when things are falling apart, that is divine order. Everything's trying to become right for you in this lifetime, you know, so allow those things to take place for you. And I laugh at these things because everything happens in divine order, and we don't always know what that is. Sometimes we get dates or, you know, months or whatever, but really it comes down to the choices that we make that timing happen much faster. So believe in yourselves and allow yourselves to start expanding this beautiful world that we live in. I love that, divine order. That's word of the day, too. All right, so we're moving on to our next caller, which is area code 646.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi, this is Katie.
Hi, Katie. Where are you calling from?
New York.
All right. How can I help Katie in New York today?
Okay, so I want to kind of like make a decision, and I'm not sure I know how. So I am trying to figure out if I should. So there's an exam I'm registered for, and it's at the end of July. So I'm trying to see if I should take this exam or if I should get a job or look for a job, because I kind of like have a fear. Well, I'm on unemployment, and it ends in August. And I don't want to give myself just 1 month to find a job because I've been looking for a while and I haven't been able to find one. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling or going through. I don't know.
Well, okay, Katie. Totally understand where you're coming from. And I can feel your energy. And I'm getting that you are supposed to take this exam, but you are also supposed to get a job, okay? So you don't have to start the job. I mean, you're supposed to do both, okay? This is why you're having a hard time with that decision. And they also, when you said fear, they had me write that down. And it's so funny because what is your exam for? Can you just tell me that?
Well, it's the bar exam to be a lawyer.
Oh, okay, cool. Because you have to look this fear in the eye, which is so funny because they had me draw this eye, and on this eye has these like wavy things above the eye, and then fear is underneath it. So they want you to, you know, they want you to look fear in the face pretty much and be like, I got this, because that fear is holding you back from doing what you desire. Okay, so. And you know what? Even if you only give yourself, if it runs out in August, you take the bar in July, who's to say that you don't actually get the job in August before your unemployment runs out, right? You're saying that.
Right, yeah.
You're creating that. Do you want it to happen that way? Or do you want it to be, I say that we put it out this way, that you take your bar exam at the end of July and then you're getting hired for something in August. So, because if you fear it, the fear will keep the job from coming to you anyway.
Right, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I think what it is that, say I wanted a job for the last 6 months and I didn't attract one. So I think I really want to know how to create what I want. You get what I'm saying? And because I feel like I haven't mastered that, or I don't know how to create a job when I want a job, there's a fear that it won't, when I need it, I won't be able to get it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
I get it, and the fear is going to keep you from getting it, too. So there you go. So you get out your little piece of paper, and you start writing down what that perfect job looks like for you. And you see fear get right out of the way. You could actually write fear on the piece of paper, write a big X on it. You could write a heart over it if you want to cover it up, just because we have to change how we look at it, because fear is something that we believe, okay?
Right.
And if we believe that, we're trying to make that reality. But if you believe this gorgeous job is coming with this abundant paycheck that's going to be able to support you in everything that you desire to do, and that it's a job with people that you actually like working with, now wouldn't it be better to draw that into your life than this fear-based thing that keeps you from getting where you want to go? Because there's always a hurdle to get over. So it's time to just jump over the hurdle and be like, oh, no fear, I got this, because the universe is listening to us, okay? And it's funny because this fear revolves around money. Okay, and this is something that I come up with a lot in my clients, in my classes, and everything else. And if we fear money, and I had to learn this lesson too, so trust me, I understand. And I'm still a survivor, not a thriver, which is for whatever reason I probably have to teach this more. But it is about looking at it differently, right? Because if we're at the end of the month and we have no money, and we start freaking out, so our fear is taking over, and that's blocking us from having that abundance flow in, because maybe we're short $100 or whatever, and then all of a sudden you get $100 mysteriously out of nowhere, or you're walking down the street and it just falls out of someone's pocket, and all of a sudden you're finding $100. But so we have to get over that fear that we conjure up there and go, all right, I'm allowing abundance to flow into me, and I'm not putting any blocks in its way, okay? And since I've done this, I can say out of my personal experience that this actually starts to work, because more clients are rolling in. It's slowly taking place, but I'm allowing it to work that way. But if we allow it to work fast, it will work fast too. So we have to get out of our own way, out of our human way, out of whatever fear we have. And it's so funny because they kept doing this like triangle near my head, so it's in our head. So we have to get it out and remove it. So remove all fear is what they say.
Okay. I can
fear is also
about what I'm putting my energy into. Right. What am I focusing on?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you. That makes sense. I can do both. I don't have to choose. I can still study for the exam and still look for a job and just release fears about both.
Exactly. And have fun with it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling in today.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Well, you're welcome. Awesome. I just have to say I love all you callers. I love all of you. And sometimes I have to say all my love, because I love all of you. I see everybody through the same eyes. I see you all as your shining star that you are, which is so important for me, so that we're all on the same page. I see you for exactly who you are. I honor you. I hear you. I listen to you. I am here for you. I don't know where that just came from, but they really wanted me to share that. So you just know that you are loved. But on the other side, you are loved by your angels. You are loved by your guides. You are never alone. Even when we feel like we are alone, we are never alone. Look for all the signs and symbols that show up. What numbers are repeating for you? These are all things that we should be paying attention to. We're all having so much fun in this life. We get so busy and we get so caught up in what we're doing, we forget to notice what's going on around us. So pay attention. Stop, smell the flowers. Take a day off. Have some fun. I'm all about finding your joy. And also I want to say, if you're not in a relationship that makes you happy, please evaluate that and see why you're staying in it. If it's abusive or whatever, I've had a few clients like that lately, so I feel like I need to bring that up. If you don't feel like you're 100% being who you need to be, if you feel like you are walking around on eggshells around people and you can't be yourself, reevaluate the situations you're in, people, because you can make better choices for yourself and become more happier. And also setting boundaries. This is a big one this week, too, so that must be another word of the week, boundaries. Setting up boundaries with other people so that they respect your boundaries and they don't take advantage anymore. So allow yourself to create the love in the life that you're trying to have the happiest. Be the happiest. It's so much fun. Whew, the energy must have kicked in again because they're making sweat come off the top of my head. So feel that energy, people. We are all connected. And I'm on to my next caller from area code 813.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Shantae.
Hi, Shantae. Where are you calling from? Tampa?
Florida.
Florida.
Clearwater, Florida. Mm-hmm.
All right. Right on. How can I help you today, dear?
Do you? You funny. Do you see any changes coming my way?
Let's see. Do any changes coming your way? Well, I can say that there's always changes coming. These are changes that you're starting to create for yourself. So you're starting to make better decisions for yourself, is what you're telling me.
Exactly.
So you are making these. There's lots of decisions coming down. It's like it's so funny because they just showed me like this filing cabinet, and there's like this whole top drawer full of choices that you have to make, and it's like you're cleaning out the past and you're simplifying your life, and you're making so much better choices for yourself. And
oh my God, you're hitting it on the nose.
And there's so many new opportunities showing up for you because you're standing in that power now, and you're not taking any more crap from people, and they're just showing me all lit up. Woo, girlfriend, you got some fun on the way.
Wow. I love it.
Awesome. They show me lots of opportunities are coming. So enjoy them. And they're also showing me that you're really finding out who you really are, and you're taking a lot of those masks off that I talked about earlier. And you're really starting to stand in your authentic self, and you are setting those boundaries. So bravo.
I sure am. Lots of prayer and believe that I can do it. Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going to pull you through, girlfriend, for sure.
Yeah, I took a whole year off for me, just to know me. No distractions, no nothing, and it worked. Oh,
my God. No wonder I'm so lit up, and they're like, woohoo, we're ready to get back to work and do whatever we need to do. But what do we want to do? That's where you're at now. It's like, well, what do we do now?
So true.
And when we say we, that's like you're talking to like your angels, your guides, or everyone. You're like, so what do we do? It's like you don't work alone anymore. You're like, hey. So they show me that you tap in really, really well. So you should be channeling some more information through that. And that will help you. And they're showing me it's so cool because they're like paving this road for you. It's not even a dirt road or anything. They're just paving it. So everything's going to be really easy for you now. So for you taking that year for yourself was such a learning experience, such an eye-opener, and you expanded into who you desire to be. Bravo, girl.
So
bravo.
True. Thank you so much for the positive reading. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a blessed day.
Thank you. You too, dear. You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Bye-bye. How much fun are we having, people? I tell you, my guides and my angels are kind of funny. We do crack people up sometimes because laughter is good. So if you're not laughing, find something to laugh about, or find people to laugh with your friends, whatever you need to do. Find more joy in your life. You know, that's why this is Joyful Findings. And, you know, I really didn't start finding a lot of my joy, which is funny because when I had a psychic reading back in 2009, before I started doing all this professionally, before I even knew I could do all this professionally, my psychic reader at the time was a local lady here, and she told me, you're going to be doing this one day. And I looked at her, and I'm like, no, I just love going to these people and getting all this information. But then life circumstances, you know, sent me down that road, and she was right. She nailed it. I had the abilities, and I started using them, learning from them, finding out who I really was. And I have to tell you that I did not really start finding my joy until I was in my 40s, okay? And when I did, that's when I started opening up to God, started using my abilities, started honoring my abilities, really just trusting in myself, which is something that I've never done in this lifetime. So it was all a learning experience. So, you know, 48 years old now, and I'm like living more joyfully now than I ever have in my life. And even when bad things get thrown at me sometimes, you know, because we still have life circumstances that we need to learn through or help people through, try to go at them very calmly. Be calm about what you have going on and be like, all right, how can we treat this differently than we would before? And this also brings up triggers because maybe these things are coming up and they trigger you or whatever. You know, anything's possible. But it's like, what do you want to do for yourself now? What do you want to do and create for you? Because now is the time to create. just like I want to create more clients, right? So I can help all of you, whether I talk to you in person or you just hear my voice over the phone. This is what I am, to be of service. And I am here to help all of you, one at a time or a bunch at a time. It doesn't matter. I just know that's part of what my purpose is. And I love doing my purpose because it makes me feel good. Just like right now, I am energized to the 10th power, plus probably, because of all the energy flowing through spirit, through me, through out to all of you. Is just an amazing feeling. And it doesn't make you feel any pain. You feel just perfect. Even if I was feeling pain before, I feel nothing now, right? Because every once in a while I do have a stiff neck. I'm still human. But right now I feel none of that. So it's like once we start standing in our true power, our connectedness to God, or whatever you want to call source, whatever feels most comfortable for you, your life starts to take a better turn for itself. And I don't mean this by you have to go to church and pray to God or whatever. You can do it right from your living room, right in your car. You can do it from the beach, hanging out with your friends. But it's that connection that we're all connected and we're all creating this new earth, okay? And I know I keep saying that, and you guys are all like, but we're still here. Nothing's really new about it. But we're changing about what we're doing on it. We're changing about how we react to things. We're changing about how we do things. We're changing about how we think about things. We are changing so much, so fast. And some people are just sitting here spinning and going, what is going on? Just sit down and meditate for a minute, or sit in nature and just feel what's going on around you, because this is important for you about connecting in. It's important about us all being connected, okay? And this is very important. And I also wanted to let you all know again that there's all this healing that is flowing out to all of you today. We also have something that we probably still have to heal or release, or whatever blockage we might have that keeps getting in our way, so that we can stand in our full power, so we can do that. And when I say by stand in our full power, no, we're not all superheroes, but some of us are. Or you can have superhero powers. It's all in how you imagine it and what you want to do with it, okay? So it's like, how do you want to use your energy? Are you using it for good or for bad? I hope you're using it for good, because that's what we're trying to create. But it also helps us break up whatever bad is going on too. It's just like every time, this is so funny because I'm going to repeat something I heard on a store yesterday. So yesterday on Laura's show, Angels and Healing, she talked about, sending love to ambulances as they go by, or Reiki healing. And this is something that I do. I'll see people all hunched over at the gas station, or trying to pump gas, or trying to walk in, and I'll ask their higher self, is it okay if I send energy, to help with this situation? And I usually get yes. Very rare do I get a no, but their higher self, I don't ask them to hear themselves because they would think I'm crazy sometimes, but their higher self will say yes. They would really appreciate that. And that uplifts their day a little bit, or they feel a little bit of love, or they feel a little bit of energy. So don't be afraid to share your love. Don't be afraid to share your energy. And it's just an amazing thing. Reiki is just one of the things that I had learned along my path, which helped me tap into energy more. Automatic writing. There's so many classes and so many things that you can take out there that will help validate whatever abilities that you have, or your questioning that you might have. So find them locally. Find them online. Find a teacher or a mentor that feels good to you, to help you expand and to learn and to stand in your power and to understand what's going on around you. There's so many amazing things taking place in our lifetime right now. It's like, I wish I could show you the little flashcards. It's a flashcard. And that's what they're showing me in my head right now. They're just flip. But it's so cool because everything's changing so quickly and so rapidly. And so many things are changing in our planet. I guess Ida was just telling me a little bit about all these planet things going on right now. So the energy is kicked into high gear. And that could either stall us or send us on the fast track is what I'm feeling. So I say let's put it on the fast track and get us to where we need to go faster, and let go of what really was holding us back, or whatever those anchors might be. There's still a lot of beliefs and thoughts and programming that have been thought into us. The one that really sticks out is my father. You got to work really hard to make a living and get all this stuff done, But I say, let's make it easier for ourselves. I was, a long time ago, I was like, hey, I'm going to put this intention out there instead. I want to work less hours and make more money. And now I do that, right? But, it's but how do you want to look at it, right? How do you want to look at your life? How do you want to make it easier for yourself? We have to retrain our brain trying to start using better words so that we can start creating what it is we exactly want in our lives and stop creating all the stuff that we don't want in our lives or that are really big lessons that you don't have to be as big as that, right? So it's just all fun. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. As we learn and expand with each other, we just have so much fun, you know. Just enjoy the ride. That's another thing when I had to give up control because, you know, as an Aries, I like to have control of everything. And I had to learn that I had to give up my control to spirit, to God, to whoever, because that's a human trait, really. And then everything started to work out so much easier for me. Things started to connect a lot easier. The places for me to work, my clients, they're all flowing to me. Everything happens for a reason, you know. And all the angels and guides also want me to tell you to remember who you really are, because everything that we're going through right now is helping us to remember who we really are, our spirit self, not necessarily maybe who our human self is, because maybe we're still unfolding that, but who our spiritual self is. Remember who you are and where you came from. And this is where our abilities come from, okay, because we have this knowledge everywhere. And it's about us remembering and connecting those dots to remember exactly who we are so we can move forward. And they keep showing me, it's so funny, they just showed me a swan. So that shows me moving forward with grace, okay? So moving forward with grace and remembering who you are. And again, I feel like this week we'll still be going through that life review. So it's like going back into those circumstances or life situations that happened to us, or that we had happen to us, or we created, whatever it may be, and just know that we have to go back, forgive it, forget it, whatever it is that's going to work best for you, because not everyone works the same. A lot of me is forgiveness right now. I've had to go back and forgive myself for a lot of things, and I've had to forgive others too, and that's not always so easy. I felt like forgiving myself was the hardest because I never thought I was a bad person, but when I look back at some of these situations, I wasn't the best person I could be. Right? But I had to learn from that. And so did I learn from that? Oh, hell yeah, I did. And, you know, and we're all learning from every situation that we've ever been in. So just know that you are living and learning, and then you're going to be teaching everyone else beside you what you're living and learning, which is so much fun. And they also show me that you're all going to be, more of your prayers are going to be answered. So if you're sending them out at prayers or you're sending them out in meditation, you know, you are being heard. Believe in them once you put them out there. It kind of delays things when you put it out there and go, oh, I'm not going to get that. So just put it out there and go, thank you. I'll be a gracious receiver when the divine time comes, you know. So know that your prayers are definitely being answered, and maybe faster than you thought they would be. So just allow that to unfold for you and have some fun with that. Take some time and breathe this week, because a lot of things will be moving fast. The energies will be pretty intense. So if you have to sit down, meditate, breathe, maybe go to a yoga class just to chill out and be in some good energy, try that. It's amazing. And also they want me to share that y'all have bright ideas. And I sounded so southern there, y'all. But you all have some very great ideas and what you're bringing together. These are the things that you've been praying for. So just know that these things are taking place for you. All those seeds that you've planted is like they are starting to grow. They're starting to bear fruit. Just nurture them, nurture yourself, nurture those around you. You know, just enjoy life. You have to enjoy life. Sometimes we take life so seriously because that's what we were taught. It has to be so serious all the time. And, yeah, there are moments that we need to be serious, but there's also times that we just need to have fun, okay? And don't feel bad for having fun. I'm one of those people. I feel bad if I'm having fun. I'm like, I have so many responsibilities. I have to take care of this. But I am allowing myself to have more fun, so we're breaking out of those routines, right? Which makes things more fun. So this week has been an amazing week. The energy is just going to keep kicking. Oh, I should probably tell you guys how to find me, huh? Man, I get talking, and I forget about talking about myself sometimes. But you guys, I want you to also know, if you guys are local to Sarasota or in Florida this coming weekend, Friday night at the Crystal Cave on Fruitville Road, we will be having a psychic fair outside from 5 to 9. So if you want, come out and get all hot and sweaty with us and get a reading from the many readers or vendors that'll be there. Again, this is for the summer solstice psychic fair. So that'll be a lot of fun if you're in town and local and want to stop in, it would be fun. She does that about 4 times a year. And then you can also find me on my website at IamMelissaParks.com. You can reach me by phone or text at 941-266-9250. And also, when you're here in Sarasota, Florida, if you want to find me personally at Gulfgate, you can find me at Wild Ginger Apothecary on Superior Ave. And I look forward to serving each and every one of you, even if you only hear me through the radio waves. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's like I know I'm doing my job. I know I'm following part of my purpose. And I hope you guys are all following that too, or finding that you're doing that. The energy is starting to switch up. They're funny. So, it's like moving forward, just find comfort in everything that you're doing. Find comfort in your thoughts. Be yourselves. I know sometimes that's hard, but really try just to be yourselves. It's an amazing thing when we really start to connect in and really understand who we are and what makes us feel good and not take any crap anymore from other people or just listen to other people. And it's like standing in our own power. So they're showing me like in a meditative state, even if you just go within for 5 minutes and just think about all the wonderful things and being grateful for where you are right now, because so many more things are going to be coming into your life. I'm telling you, things are going to happen fast, and they're quite amazing. I wish I could pinpoint exactly what those are, but like I said, they won't let me see those. And they probably won't let you see them either, because a lot of this is going forward. This is what I tell a lot of my clients now, because I have no idea where we're going from this day forward. It's kind of like we have a blindfold on, we have our hand out in front of us, and that hand is connected to our higher heart, and it's helping us lead the way. We don't have to physically know where it is. We have to trust we know where we're going this time. And with that, a lot of you are going to be spreading your wings and really starting to fly. And that makes me so happy because, that's a message for me too. Spread my wings and fly. And whatever's holding me back, whatever's holding you back, we need to let those things go so that we can come forward and be the best humans that we can be and create so much more love and joy in this life and help the people around us. Really start helping the people around us. If we see that they're sad, smile at them. You don't have to have a full conversation, but just smile. If you hold the door for them, let's do more acts of kindness too. We forgot some of that stuff. I just love sharing all my love with everybody, and I radiate that through every one of my pores, and I hope that all of you start radiating that out of all of your pores so that we can come connect together. And it's so funny because I felt a little fear come up for people when I said that because my solar plex all locked up. I know that's not me. That's probably some of you guys. So just allow yourself to let that go, okay? You can still allow love to penetrate through all of your body, and it will be good for you. It will be good for the environment, and it's just good for everybody as we shift and change quickly. And I hope you all have a wonderful summer solstice, which I hope you all are kicking off some great summertime fun with kids, without kids, whatever you got going on in your lives, finding joy. And I want to thank Tiffany today because she's an awesome producer. She has to put up with my whole technical energy shift in the very beginning, and she's a champ. And I totally appreciate her, and I totally appreciate everything that she does, and I'm very grateful. And I'm grateful for this station. I'm grateful for Tiffany. I'm grateful for all of my listeners. I'm grateful for everything that's ever happened to me in this lifetime. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. And I am grateful for all of you. So with that, I'm pretty much going to end this week with I hope you guys have the most magnificent week. Enjoy the energies as they shift and change. Allow your brain to change the words that you're using so that you're saying more positive things and being exactly who you want to be, and allow yourself to really flow through the love, through everything, and have a totally blessed week and a gorgeous, gorgeous I feel like this weekend's going to be really powerful. See, they're not ready to make me stop talking yet. But I feel like this weekend's going to be really powerful about you connecting and changing. So I love you all, and God bless you. And I'll catch you next week at Wednesday at noon. Woohoo! See you next week, all.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.